You've got to shoot this bit, Margaret. You've got to shoot it.
So, hi and welcome to this week's Whiteout podcast. I'm Dom, publisher in the snow, and I am joined by Happy, Sleepy, Grumpy. Which one have I got this week? It's Rob Stewart.
Chilly, I would say, actually. Chilly, because it's still cold here, and it's getting colder again in the Alps, isn't it? So
I know, yeah.
Lots of snow on its way, hopefully.
Let's hope so, yeah. I'm going to be heading out there over New Year, so we need lots of snow to be arriving. I was looking at the webcams in Pila, and everything is looking good, so I'm looking forward to getting out there. So it should be good. How about yourself, Rob? Have you been out yet?
No, but I'm heading to Switzerland next week. Cool. So nice. Week before Christmas. Yeah, looking forward to that. Right. And again, temperatures have dropped again, and they've had a bit of snow out there, so it's looking wintry out there at the moment. So
you always get lucky. You are a lucky man.
Yeah, because most of the time in the winter in the Alps, there is snow.
Yeah, there is snow. It's not just
that hard to get lucky.
So this week, quite an exciting week. We've got a special edition of the Whiteout podcast, and this week we are talking about Les Deux Alpes, great resort in a great location. And I was chatting with our colleagues over at Peak Retreats. We mentioned them last week. Specialist tour operator in the French Alps, complete experts in this area, and they're winners of Telegraph Travel Awards Best Ski Operator 2023. How good is that? What an accolade! I didn't even know this, Rob.
That's a great award, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a good award. Yeah, winner of the 2023 Best Ski Tour Operator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good, isn't it?
It is good.
Wonder if they got a massive glass trophy or a big gold or something. I'd want a big gold trophy for that, wouldn't you? I mean, that's quite an accolade.
The words are enough, Dom. The words are enough.
You see, that's where you and me are different, isn't it? You
don't need the
massive
trophy.
Gold cup and sup some champagne. Anyway, so Peak Retreats feature loads of quality apartments, self-catered chalets and hotels across the French Alps. And today we are very lucky that I actually got to talk to Amanda Sanchez, Rob. She went out there for a season. Guess what? She never came back. 18 years ago, this was.
It's nice, though, isn't it? Not a bad place to live, I guess. But you know what? I have never, ever been to Les Deux Alpes, Dom. I've never been there. And so, therefore, having someone else come in to talk about it this week is probably a good solution, because I guess they're going to know a little bit more about it than I am. So,
well, all I can tell you is Amanda looked very happy when I was talking to her. She looked fabulous, and I'm thinking, right, I think I need to be living out in Les Deux Alpes, because
I was going to say look fabulous compared to me. Thanks for not saying that one, Dom.
So, let's have a listen from earlier this week. Snow falling outside of the window. Great location. I hadn't realised what a great location Les Deux Alpes is, and you can learn a little bit more about what's going on out in resorts. So, Rob, as promised, I've managed to get in an absolute expert when it comes to Les Deux Alpes. I'm joined today by Amanda Sanchez, who went over for a ski season and never came home. Isn't that right, Amanda? How are you?
So that's exactly it. Yeah, I came over to work for a tour operator as a rep. Decided to go home, get a proper job. Thought I'll just have one more ski season. Came back over, met my husband, who's a ski instructor, and have never left. So yeah, I've been here now for 18 years.
Wow, 18 years. You're a serious expert when it comes to Les Deux Alpes. I couldn't have got a better person on the phone, that's for sure. So how is it at the moment? What can you see outside of your window? How can you make us jealous?
Outside my window at the moment, it is snowing heavily. So we had blue skies yesterday, but really, really cold. And today it's been snowing all day. So yeah, perfect conditions, really.
Wow, fantastic. And are you open? Have you got the lifts turning?
Yeah, of course. We've been open now. We opened up on the 1st of December. We had the weekend opening in November, just the weekend. And yeah, we've been open since the 1st. We've had the World Cup snowboard cross here this weekend, so it's been full of international snowboarders, from Australia, from Korea, from China, America. So yeah, nice, interesting weekend.
Oh, fantastic. Wow, lots going on in Les Deux Alpes. So just for the sake of our listeners, geographically, let's talk about where Les Deux Alpes is in relation to maybe some of the airports and accessibility-wise.
Yeah, well, we're really easy to get to be honest with you. We are an hour and a half away from Grenoble Airport, 2 hours from Lyon and Chambéry as well, and 2 hours and 45 from Geneva. If you were coming by car, just to keep in mind, or even train, we're an hour away from Grenoble. So yeah, really simple to get to us.
That's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, because that accessibility nowadays it's just so important. Everybody wants to hit the slopes as quick as possible when they've taken their break away, isn't it?
Yeah, true. If you get 1 week away in the year, of course, you don't want to waste any time
Yeah,
traveling or getting stuck in traffic jams.
that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you're so close to such a bunch of airports there. I've flown into Grenoble and Lyon a couple of times, and they're so quick to transit from, aren't they? They're great airport connections.
They are. You sort of land and you're out within 15 minutes, to be honest with you. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, so accessibility is a big tick in the box. And in terms of your ski area, talk to us a little bit about the size of the ski area and, what who it's ideally suited to, really.
Well, Les Deux Alpes is a really high altitude resort. We've got a glacier. It's the highest skiable secure glacier in Europe. So that's at 3,600 meters.
Wow.
I'd say that maybe a lot of people call us a bit of an upside down resort, to be honest with you, because a lot of ski resorts you'd say are sort of easy slopes at the bottom and harder slopes at the top. And we're a bit upside down. We've got some really nice, easy blue wide runs at the top of the glacier. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great, isn't it? So it means some of the beginners can get high up and get to see some great mountain views.
Well, yeah, I mean, that means that, everyone can sort of enjoy the views. Everyone can head on up, use the ski pass. So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get up to the top and the fresh air and there's blue skies and the great views.
Yeah, because it's not always great, is it, when you're a beginner and you sort of remember back to those days of learning to ski and being stuck at the bottom of the hill and everybody else going up these fabulous telecabins and going up right up to what feels like the proper mountain views, and you're not getting to experience that.
Yeah, the children love it as well. Obviously, that's the thing that they want to do. The first thing they want to do is get on a lift. So, as soon as they've had about 4 or 5 days skiing experience, you can get them up onto the lift and up skiing on the glacier. So, it's great. Really nice wide runs. And we've actually got a nice long run that's sort of 12 kilometers in the end. So if your thighs are up for it, you can you can ski all the way down, without.
So being a glacier resort, you have a pretty long season, do you? I mean, what is your season length? Because you're open now, and we're talking on the 4th of December.
We opened up at the end of November, and we go right through until the end of April, so the 28th of April. And then we are actually still open. The glacier is still open for skiing right through until the 7th of July. Wow. A lot of national teams come here to train. So the whole of the domain isn't open. So don't expect it to be like winter with fresh snow. It's quite icy up there, but we're open until the middle of July. Otherwise you can come and visit us in the summer as well if you like mountain resorts. But skiing, we're open until the 7th of July.
Wow, it's fantastic. A lot of people miss out on that whole summer thing, don't they? They think the mountains are just for the winter, and the few times that I've done it, it's absolutely breathtaking, and people kind of almost forget that, don't they?
Exactly. Well, it's nice to mix it up. I wouldn't say come here for a whole week and ski. You can go whitewater rafting, tennis and everything. But it's nice to know at least we're here if you want to visit in the summer with the glacier.
You're making me feel bad with all your exercise and all your great stuff that you do in the mountains. So I have a couple of children, 14 and 12, and I guess that's going to appeal to a number of people who are listening as well. They're quite experienced skiers. They've been skiing since they were very little. What would Les Deux Alpes be like for them?
Yeah, we've got a really big snow park. So we've got a big snow park with an area to the side, which are for beginners. So depending on their level, they can do some jumps or rails on their own. Nice. We also have a video zone where they can do slalom parallel and be videoed. It just obviously connects to their ski pass, so then it's all recorded for them.
Oh, cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, we've got photo jumps, a border cross. We've also built a new Balade de Gendry this year, so that's for the children as well. We're testing it out this year, but if it all goes well and the children like it, then we're going to add the farmyard animals to that as well. So that's a nice little area for the children. Nice. Skiing in between the cows' legs, that kind of thing. So,
yeah. That's absolutely fab. Having those those extra things for the younger children to really bring them on, it really does add a lot of value, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as well, what we've decided as well to do, we've built this summer 3 new areas at the bottom of the slopes as well with the magic carpet type tunnel. They're lit up in the evening with multicolours. So in the February holidays and the Christmas holidays, they'll be open at night time until 9 o'clock at night. Wow. It's free of charge, but obviously the little ones love it because of the flashing disco lights. So that's interesting as well.
That's so cool. So can they ski on the nursery slope at that point, or the little nursery slopes through that?
Yeah. The nursery slopes will be open until 9 o'clock at night, twice a week during the holidays.
Yeah. Wow, that's such a cool idea. I don't think I've seen that anywhere before. That's very cool. Don't tell my children. They're probably too tall to go through the tunnel, but they'll probably still crouch down to try and get through it, no doubt.
They like the disco lights, do they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're a proper insider. You really know what's going on down in resorts. How about you could take me through your ideal day in resort? I mean, there's bound to be those fabulous places. I always, when you stumble across the perfect place for a coffee or the perfect place for a breakfast or lunch, what would be, if you can talk me through your ideal day on the mountain? Because the next time I come, I think I'm going to be coming there in a year's time, and I want to know all the best hot spots to go to.
My ideal day off would probably be starting the day for a breakfast brunch at Yonder Cafe. They're like the coffee specialists of the resort, where you can have a lovely coffee or a smoothie.
Nice.
They do really fantastic cookies with salted caramel or a Snicker energy ball. So yeah, I'd probably start the day off at Yonder Cafe.
You're talking my language already. This is a great start.
Always, yeah. The most important things about going on holiday are drinking and eating. So,
yeah, exactly.
Obviously, yeah. No, we're talking about skiing. So yeah, we'll head up the mountain. Head up the mountain, probably straight up to the glacier, to get the fantastic snow up on the glacier, and enjoy the signal run, which is a really lovely wide blue run, just to get the thighs going, really, to heat up before we start off the day skiing.
Sounds good.
Then I would probably have hot chocolate. That's always on.
Oh yeah,
hot chocolate with marshmallows at the Diablo Cœur. So in English that would be the Devil's Heart.
Oh, nice. Is that up on the glacier? Is it?
No, it's not actually. It's at 2,300 meters, but it's got a fantastic view over the Parc des Écrins, which is our national park on the side of the mountain. Wow. So yeah, I'd stop off for a hot chocolate. Then I'd probably go for another little ski around the Bellecombe area. And maybe stop off at a restaurant called La Fée, which is a little hidden gem that not everyone knows about, but they do a really lovely croziflette and their own homemade genepi. So I don't know if you've ever drank.
Oh yeah,
It's our mountain speciality. It's like a shooter but made of mountain flowers, so it's all natural.
Yeah, fab. I love a bit of genepi. That's a great way to finish lunch.
Obviously off for another ski around La Fée area, which is really lovely area. Once again, a little hidden gem with, sometimes you can see the marmots on the side of the mountain. So that's really nice. Yeah, really lovely area. And then I would probably end the day in the Pano Bar, which would be our little Folie Douce style bar, where you can dance with your ski boots, dance on the tables with your ski boots on, and enjoy the DJ, which he plays until like 5 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, fantastic. Wow, you really do know how to do a proper day in Le Désert. So I know if I come out, I know I'm going to be hitting you up, because you sound like you do a day like I do. Plenty of food and drink and plenty of skiing as well. Yeah,
non-stop. There's lots of things to do. Yeah, there's so many things to do.
Sounds fantastic. What about for the sort of more adventurous skier? I mean, we've talked very much about, probably what a lot of skiers could achieve there. Is there more sort of free ride terrain?
Well, we're connected to the famous resort of Le Grave. So, up and over the top of our glacier, you've got Le Grave on the other side of the resort. So obviously it's an area to ski with a guide. Yeah, you wouldn't do that on your own. And all of the off-piste, we'd probably say is best to have a guide. We're also connected to Saint Christophe. Within the resort, there's lots of little slopes that you can head on off-piste. You wouldn't necessarily need a guide or a ski instructor to do that with you. We've got the Chalons and then some areas off the side of the glacier. So yeah, there's quite a lot of nice fresh powder areas as well that you can head on.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did a feature on Le Grave recently. I don't know the area. I haven't skied around Le Grave at all, but we did a resort feature on them about a week ago. So it was interesting to hear about that sort of more guided terrain. So do you ever get time in a working day, or are you always strapped to the desk?
No, I can head on up at lunchtime. I've got my skis in the office with me. So,
wow.
If you know what the French are like for their lunch breaks, it's not an hour eating a sandwich at your desk. So you get 2 hours lunch break. So we can pop our skis on and head on out the door and up to the mountain. So if I was to do a run,
one run, you're only allowed to do one run.
I would either choose the Signal, which is the lovely, which I spoke to you about before, or I would do that top to bottom Gendry run, which is the 12-kilometer run from the top of the glacier, 3,600 2,600, right down to the village of Mondelons, which is at 1,300 meters. So yeah, it's a 12-kilometer run.
Wow.
Without stopping. Right? Obviously, you can stop if you want to,
but depends how your legs hold up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Does that kind of run 12 kilometers, obviously barring length, in terms of gradient and ability on the slope?
It's a blue run. It's a blue run, yeah. So a nice wide blue run that goes from the top to the bottom. So yeah,
that's really
really,
nice,
yeah. If as long as you've done 1 week skiing, you can enjoy that run.
Wow, I mean that's a big run to be able to achieve. Once you're into that kind of skiing, isn't it? Once you pass that beginner stage, you must really feel like you've conquered a mountain at that point.
Those wide turns, yeah, it's really
fantastic.
Nice. Yeah,
that's so good. And of course, the obvious question is, I want to take my ultimate Instagram photo, because obviously when I get there, I've got to get my Instagram photo. Where would you go for this? Where's the best view in town?
I had a little discussion with everyone in the office about this one, actually, because we've got quite some lovely areas in Des Alpes where you can see over. But I think probably the number one area is at 3,400 meters. Once again, looking out over the Parc des Écrins. It's called the Belvedere, and it's a walkway over the mountain. So you sort of got that drop off, but it's a really nice shoot area. One to put on your Facebook profile page.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. All of these places have such a great choice of places for these perfect Instagram or Facebook photos, like you say, and it's just got to be done when I get there, isn't it? I'm looking forward to getting out there.
Make everyone jealous with that Facebook profile page.
Yeah, exactly. So in terms of bars and restaurants, that's obviously the most important bit for us Brits when we come out skiing. What have you got in terms of bars and restaurants in Les Deux Alpes? Where should I be heading? And is there plenty of options? I mean, sometimes you get a lot of these sort of very expensive and very flash restaurants that maybe aren't so good for the kids. Is there plenty of opportunities to either eat out nicely for the family but get some, expensive meals out if I really fancy it?
I definitely say here in Des Alpes, there's something for everyone, for all budgets and tastes. So you can head on down from the mountain and go to the Umbrella Bar, which is another après ski bar, nice. Perfect for the children.
Yeah,
they can go in there as well. So it's all sort of 80s, 90s après ski music, and it closes at 7:00. So that's perfect. Then you can head on off and go for a nice meal, whether you're looking for Tex-Mex food in Smithy's or the Spot. We've got a Michelin-starred restaurant here in resort, the Petit Polit, which is at the Chalet Mounier Hotel. We've got also a Thai restaurant, a vegetarian restaurant, or we've got other restaurants where you can obviously eat the cheesy fondue and raclette meal that is always a traditional meal here in the mountains.
Fab.
And then afterwards, if you wanted to have a quick drink in one of the other bars, we have the Saloon with an open mic night. We have the Motown bar, which only plays Motown music, Polar Bear with a fire and live music. So really, there's something for everyone, whatever you're looking for here.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
And you've got a chunk of development going on at the moment, haven't you? It's going to have quite a big change for next season as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 148 million euros being spent replacing our Gendry lift. The Gendry is the main lift that heads on up to the glacier, and we are in the process of changing that. So next year, December 2024, you will be able to head on up to the glacier in 17 minutes. At the moment, it's 40 minutes to get up to the top of the glacier.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's going to take 17 minutes, 3,000 people per hour, 32 people per telecabine. So it's really going to change the life for everyone here in the resort. Yeah,
that sounds absolutely. I mean, it's so exciting having a massive development like that. And how will that? Will people be able to see the development of that this year? Will they be able to see in terms of the actual process, or will they have to stop work throughout the winter?
Yeah, what happened this summer is we built the 3 stations. So we've got the one here at the bottom at 2,600 and 3,200 at the top. So that's all been built this summer. We're going to obviously be working inside those during the winter while it's snowing. Okay. And then at the end of next summer, the cables will be cut for the old Gendry. The new cables will be put in.
Wow.
And it will be opened up ready for next December. But during this summer, like I say, we've been investing money on a new green run on the Vallée Blanche side of things, the 3 beginner areas here at the bottom. And this winter, we're opening up a new telemix lift at the Belle Etoile. I'm not sure if you know what a telemix lift is.
Is that where you're getting the chair and the cabin coming in?
Exactly that, yeah. So if you've got young children, you fancy going in a cabin, you can go in a cabin. But if you're a snowboarder and you don't want to have to take off your snowboard, you can get on a chairlift. So yeah, it's a mixture between chairs and cabins.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been open. That's going to be open in December as well.
Wow, you've got lots going on.
It's busy here.
It's busy here. I mean, those sort of developments, they're almost sort of quite hard to almost believe or understand from the non-mountainous country. It's hard to understand how that even takes place. Presumably less pylons now when the new lift goes in, because I guess the technology and everything's got better and better.
It's quite important now for the environment. So rather than having 17 pylons to get up to the glacier, there's going to be 7 pylons. So much nicer, obviously, for the mountainside to look at. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's taken around 5 years to really get started. And finally, the lift and everything has started this summer. So it's, really exciting news for us.
Very exciting. So you've got a busy winter lined up. No doubt you're going to see lots of British skiers coming out to Les Deux Alpes. I know you're very popular among the British skiers.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. We love. Well, I love it when the English come out here.
Yeah, of course. We spend
bring
lots
out the Cadbury's chocolate.
Giving them your list of things to bring out for you.
Tea bags and Cadbury's chocolate. Yeah.
I'll remember that when I come. So Amanda, what kind of accommodations do you have out there? I mean, do you have any other sort of bigger hotel styles, or is it all very apartment led, or is there chalets?
Once again, I'd say that we really do have something for everyone. If you're looking for a basic type style apartment, we've got basic apartments. We've also got 4-star residences, 5-star chalets. We've got a brand new Belambra hotel opening up, which is opened up now. It's a 5-star hotel. Oh, wow. So, there's a real mixture, but we've got a lot of family-run hotels as well, 4- and 3-star hotels.
Yeah, that's great. Wow, so it's definitely one for my list. I haven't been out with a family. I think I was out there many, many years ago, and it's so long ago that I can barely remember. But I've been speaking with some of your colleagues recently, and she was getting me very tempted about coming back. So I think December 20, maybe December. It's going to have to be next December. So December.
Well, I suspect you've already booked for this winter because come out and see us in 2024. Yep, we'll be here.
Absolutely. Well, talking to you today has definitely got my juices flowing in terms of getting out skiing, coming to Les Deux Alpes. I'd love to see the place. I know that we've been working with our colleagues at Peak Retreats, who brought me last time I came there. I can't believe it was Peak Retreats that brought me last time. So they're the people that I'll probably come with next time because they introduced me to Les Deux Alpes, and no doubt I'll let them bring me back there as well.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing you and meeting you one day in person.
Great stuff. Thanks so much indeed, Amanda, and good to talk. And I hope you have a fabulous winter.
Thank you. You too.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So what do you think of that then, Rob? Are we booking to go out to Les Deux Alpes? I mean, talk about getting the perfect person to come and talk to us about the resort.
Yeah, obviously, you live in a place, you're going to be enthusiastic about it, aren't you? But it is nice to hear from people that actually live and breathe ski resorts and that know the place like the back of their hands. I mean, we can go to places, can't we? We do visit a lot of places, and it's nice to be able to give that view of a place and what we think of it. But it's nothing like actually knowing the place when you live there. Yeah. You know what? I've just honestly, this is genuine. I've just realized this. I was taking notes through that interview, and I am not kidding you. And I just picked a pencil randomly from I've got a huge pot over in the corner of my desk. And honestly, I am not kidding you. I'm going to show you because we've got a video. Obviously, our listeners can't see this, right? This is the pencil that I randomly picked out of the huge amount of pens and pencils that I've got on my desk to write the notes about this resort. And look what it is, Dom.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Les Deux Alpes. I can't believe
Les Deux Alpes.
You wouldn't believe it. How fantastic. Oh, Rob. If only we could all be as clever as you.
Dear.
Well,
anyway,
it's impressive just by its location, isn't it? I mean, it's impressive with those number of airports that you can fly into to get there, and they've got an incredible new development, as you heard, of this huge new lift going in that's going to reduce the number of pylons and massively reduce the transfer time up the mountain. So that's going to be immense for 2024. So I was going to shoot out this weekend. It's a little bit too near for Christmas now. The children are getting too excited. There's stockings to be filled, there's Santa outfits to be wearing, and there's port to be drunk. But I reckon this time next year, that's on my bucket list. I'm going for it. I'm going to go and see the new lift they're putting in, and I reckon I'll be on the phone to my friends at Peak Retreats and say, you won the Telegraph Travel Awards last year for Best Ski Tour Operator. How do you fancy taking me out to Le Deux Alpes and see their new lift? And I'm hoping they'll say, Dom, you're our best customer.
Well, if you do go out to Le Deux Alpes, take me with you, Dom, because I would like to see the place. Over the years I've been in this industry, which is a long decades. I've spoken to so many people that either have done seasons in Deux Alpes, or they've worked there as ski instructors, or they've been on holiday there, and they all love the place and they all say the same thing. So it's a great mix. It's got skiing for everybody. There's loads of nice, the atmosphere in town, there's après ski, all of that kind of stuff as well going on.
Yeah.
And obviously it's got altitude and it's got a glacier as well. And so it's got a lot, let's just face it, it's got a lot going for it. You can hop over the bat, right, and get into Le Grave.
Into Le Grave, as we talked about last week.
I don't know why it's been missed off my radar over the years. Just one of those things, really.
Because I just sort of think from my own perspective, what am I looking for? And every time I say, well, what about this? And what about accommodation? What about somewhere to eat? It does seem to have it all. So, looking forward to getting out there next season. So what else have we got on? It's heading towards Christmas now. We've got a podcast coming out next Friday, at which time you'll be out in Switzerland. And maybe we'll speak to you while you're in Switzerland.
Well, I think we're going to have to, Dom. I think, the Alps has seen some fresh snow again this week. So that's good news. Yeah.
So that's it. Until next time, Rob, we will be speaking this time next week, where we'll have our usual roundup of news, gear reviews, snow reports, and resort spotlights, and our bucket list destinations. And until then, have a good week, listeners. Don't forget to leave us a review. It's not for our vanity. It's purely so that other skiers can find this podcast. So do leave a review, whether you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Leave a review so that other people can find this podcast. And until next week, Rob, have a great week in Switzerland.
Thanks, Dom.
Adios.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mais non, talkie-walkie.
Pretty sure it's called a walkie-talkie, mate.